Ends now.
Good morning, 6 o'clock here on your Thursday. Welcome to Up with Krem. I'm Tim Pham. Well, my friend Thomas Patrick is back from a well-deserved vacation. And Thomas, it wasn't just a vacation. You actually got to see that celestial event we were talking about all month long, and it finally came. What did you think?
Yeah, just incredible as I anticipated. It was a well-planned vacation, let's put it that way. And we really lucked out in Texas to get clear skies for the moment of the eclipse around a lot of the rain and thunderstorms that we had on the other days of my trip. Those are some of the pictures that I was able to take for the partial phase to totality. A wonderful experience. I could droll on and on about that, but of course back here at home, let's get you planned for this day, this Friday Eve. It is 40 degrees, but the clouds are starting to stream in from the west. Should actually still be a pleasant day today. High temperatures in the 60s this afternoon, but notice that those clouds will be increasing and just getting cloudier and cloudier as the day rolls on.
Happening today, the Spokane Parks and Rec wants your feedback on the proposed renovation of the High Bridge Dog Park. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones is live in the newsroom for us right now. Brandon, a new dog park has been discussed for years now, and we know this brings a lot of conversation anytime these meetings happen. But what is expected to be discussed tonight? Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Tim. Well, this is the first of 2 open house sessions to review what renovations will look like for 2 of our local dog parks. Previously, the Parks Board approved a new dog park on Upriver Drive, but that's currently being reconsidered. The Upriver location has a resolution that shows neighbors don't support the development. Also, due to its proximity to the river, it would require a smaller design. So that leads us to the meeting tonight. The department has proposed reinvesting in the current dog parks like the High Bridge Dog Park. Right now, they are finalizing a design for what they call major enhancements and improvements. The park is a 9.3 acres and meets their commitment to parks in that area being at least 5 acres. Tonight's meeting will take place at the Central Library in Conference Room A at 6:15. And also, there's another meeting that'll be taking place next week for more feedback opportunities involving the small South Hill Dog Park displaced because of school construction. That meeting is scheduled for Thursday, April 25th at Peppersack Middle School. But for now, reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Brandon T. Jones.
Now to the shocking arrest of an 18-year-old in Coeur d'Alene for allegedly planning terrorist attacks on local churches in the name of ISIS. Alexander Mercurio pleaded not guilty in federal court yesterday for providing material support to ISIS. He's now set to go to trial at the end of May. Coeur d'Alene Mayor Jim Hammond says this activity came as a surprise to him and the local community.
I think that anybody living in North Idaho would be crazy to think that they could get any sympathy from anybody else regarding ISIS or any support for any kind of similar organization.
Mercurio waived his detention hearing. That means he will remain in U.S. Marshal custody pending the trial for this case. The trial is currently scheduled for May 28th. At this point, all proceedings will remain here in Coeur d'Alene. At KREM 2, we bring you more to every story. We spoke to an expert on this type of homegrown terrorism. Matt Kreiner works at the Middlebury Institute of International Studies. He's a regular consultant for the U.S. State Department and law enforcement agencies. He told our Whitney Ward domestic terrorism is a constant threat to communities across the country.
The individual really represents a growing issue that we're facing in the United States. There's this increasing issue of radicalization after the COVID era when individuals were forced into their homes a lot more frequently than they would have been in the past. So they're consuming the internet and the weird parts of the internet, the things that get a little bit scary or a little bit risky.
Do you think that most people would be alarmed at how easily someone can kind of fall down this rabbit hole, and the more they look, the more they find?
It's very easy to find a lot of this content online, and the more one gets involved with this space, the more doors might open. The way the internet works today, it's very simple to be funneled into a much more dangerous environment with actors who are looking to exploit you, radicalize you, latch onto those grievances you might hold and push you towards something that we might consider terrorism or just political violence. So they might be an ISIS framework, so maybe anti-Western or anti-United States, or they might just be looking to punch the enemy in the face a bit and seek any soft target. And in this case, with this individual, he was looking to target churches.
What does it tell you that it took 2 years, that the FBI was tracking him, monitoring him for almost 2 years before actually making the arrest?
Generally, what we've seen in these cases is that they're waiting for some threshold to be crossed, whether it's from a criminal statute or whether it's from a behavioral indication. He obviously started to ramp up. He clearly went forth and started to push towards the actual attack.
While it's very scary what he was allegedly planning, did we dodge a bullet a little bit in the fact that he didn't land with an actual ISIS person, but rather an informant?
It shows that the government and the law enforcement agencies that we have in this country are doing their job, right? They're doing things that are helping prevent violence. You know, the reality is people are going to find ways to carry out acts of violence, and it's really good to see that he was not able to see it through to fruition.
Kreiner also says there's no standard profile for a homegrown terrorist, but countless experts say young male teens or early adults in America with an anger towards society are often the ones targeted by these extremist groups. Looking ahead, this weekend will be the last runs for Schweitzer Mountain Resort until next winter. The resort has been celebrating its 60th birthday this winter, and they're going out with a big party this weekend. The Schweitzer team says every year they're trying to make closing weekend feel bigger than the last.
It really is the last blast to come up, enjoy some turns, and the weather should be absolutely beautiful. So we're really excited to close out on a high note.
Here's some of the events happening on the mountain this weekend. Saturday is Passholder Appreciation Day, the Village Triathlon, a pick-a-prize raffle, and a silent auction. Then on Sunday, the fun continues. There's a kids scavenger hunt, costume contest, and a cardboard box derby. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a great weekend to be up there to celebrate the last weekend, isn't it, Thomas?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe some of the hardcore skiers are just like in a t-shirt skiing down the mountain. It's going to be about 55 even on the mountains for this weekend, and closer to 70 degrees for us at the lower elevations. But we got a chance of rain between now and then, and that's from this next storm system. This cold front is going to pass through pretty quickly tomorrow, but it is throwing the cloud cover at us for today, and we have a chance for showers or thunderstorms come tomorrow. But there it is, as that cloud cover is streaming in from the west pretty quickly. So I'm going to go for increasing cloud coverage today and a chance of thunderstorms to our south come tomorrow. We'll highlight those locations that do have that best chance for any rain or storms coming up in my full forecast in a few moments.